everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is April if you're new here, and today I'm going to actually be doing my February TBR. I actually don't know how many books I'm going to get through in February because it is finally Romantasy-Con month. I'm so excited for this trip. So at the end of the month, I'm going to my first ever bookish event, and that's probably going to take a lot of energy out of me, and I'm not going to be reading probably the entire time I'm there. However, I do have some books that I want to get through before we get there. So let's get right into the TBR. The first book I know I'm going to be completing for February is Onyx Storm. I'm currently reading this and I doubt I will finish it before February is here. I'm just barely started. I've been listening to the audiobook all morning. So I'm on chapter 11. I have no thoughts. Anyways, that's the first book on my TBR. The second book is whatever book we decide to read for Mood Readers Book Club. Crystal, help me out again. I forgot what we chose again. Or did we choose? I can't remember if we chose a book or not. We should probably figure that out. If I remember, I'll put it on the screen right here because I've already forgotten. This brain, I tell you, this cold messed up my brain so bad, I swear. It needs a little help. Another book I am finally getting to. People keep telling me, April, I cannot believe you haven't read that yet. I know, because I've been waiting for it. I have actually been waiting for How Does It Feel to come to me. This book has been making its way all across the United States. Several of us are reading it, and it's my turn now. It's my turn to read and take notes and pass it along. I do want to get to this one. This will probably be the last book I do for the traveling book club because I have found out I am terrible at doing this. I think I've only done like 2 or 3 books that have come to me, and then I pass them along without reading them. I'm sorry, everyone. I am so sorry. I really, it's hard for me to read books that I'm not interested in. I'm really bad at that, but I am interested in this one, and I've been kind of dying to read it. All I know about this is that it's bonkers. It's bonkers. Some weird stuff happens. It could be either boring or bonkers, and I hope it's not boring, and I really hope it is bonkers. And then I do have one arc I really want to get to, but if I don't get to it, that's okay too. I love this series with my whole heart. It's the only historical romance I have on my TBR. It's A Tropical Rebel Gets the Duke by Adriana Herrera. This is the 3rd book of this series, and all of them have been fantastic. I think I've given all of them 4 or 5 stars, and I really hope this is the same as well. Again, I don't really know anything about this one. Apparently there's a Duke and a Tropical Rebel. And she gets the Duke. And I wonder how she does that. So I can't wait to read it. It does come out on February 4th. So if I don't read this immediately after 4th Wing, I will be late again on an arc. Oh well. So that leaves me some slots to do the spin wheel. I don't know how many I should spin for. I didn't get through all of my TBR last month. I think I missed a couple, maybe 3. So we have 4 books that I potentially have to read. Let's just do another 4. That'll give me 8. I really don't think I will be reading as much this month, but you never know. But that'll just open me up for more mood reading. Okay, let's go ahead and give this a spin. Can I cheat? Can I cheat? I will be reading this physically. And I'm kind of also reading this physically. I'm tandem reading this one between the audiobook and keeping up in this. I'm so bad at reading physically. If gonna reach for another one. It's gonna be one of these two. How many TBRs has Hellbent been on? Like, how many? I should probably just take this wedge off my spin wheel because I am so terrible at reading physical books. Here's the thing, I have been mainly reading at night before bed, and by that time it's really dark in my room and it's very hard to read physically. Even though I do have a light, I tend to want to turn it off because my eyes are just tired. So physically, reading books has not been my forte lately, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be one of these two. We're just gonna spin again. Okay, we're gonna spin again. Spin number 2. A Stuff Your Kindle Day read. Let's see what we have in the old Kindle library. What do we want to read? I know. Let's see if there's a romantic-econ author that's in here. You know what? Let's read Ali Shantae's Living Legend. I have a feeling that I might like that one. She's gonna be at romantic-econ, and I still have time to try and read some of those. She is a dark angel groomed by Lilith herself, and she was summoned to Heaven's Gate to work with an attractive angel named Nicholas. It says they have to team up, but I don't know what they have to do. Well, I guess I'll just read it and find out. Spin number 2. What's gonna give me? Oh, thank God. God, it's an audiobook. Okay, let's see what I have on Everend. Ooh, so I already started this one, and she is also going to be at romantic-econ, but I barely started it. Like, I think I literally only listened to the first chapter. It's The Hollow Gods by AJ Verana. This has something to do with she's coming back into town. Well, let me get the synopsis because I don't really remember what this one was about. Okay, The Hollow Gods. This was set in a contemporary town, so when I started reading it, I was thrown a little bit. However, this is set in the town called Black Hollow, and for centuries, residents there have this kind of like foretold prophecy that the Dreamwalker will return, and he is the one that steals women, young women, into the woods, never to return. And of course, this fable is backed up by evidence of missing women. So the male main character wakes up next to a dead body in the woods one day with no recollection of what he's done. And then the female main character sounds like she might be the Dreamwalker's next victim. And it sounds like at some point they team up together to figure it all out. It's a contemporary fantasy romance, so something mystical is at play here, and I'll keep listening to it and see how I feel about it. All right, 2 more spins to go. Let's make it a good one. Oh, I don't know. What space opera do I have? Oh, I know what I have. It is another arc. The arc that I have is from Constance Faye, and it's Chaos. It's the 3rd book, the next book in the series. I do have an arc of this. I do want to read it. It doesn't come out till June, I think, but considering how terribly I've been doing at arcs, it wouldn't be a bad thing to get it over with sooner rather than later. So let's put this on the list for the February TBR. These are space opera adventures. Following various characters. They are standalone stories, but they intermingle some. So while I don't think you have to read them in order, maybe you should. Okay, last spin. For sure this time. Monster romance. This is actually perfect because there is a monster romance coming out that I actually really want to read. It comes out on the 13th and it's part of a series called How I Met My Monster. There's 3 different books, but the one I'm really interested in is called Romancing the Orc. Clearly a Romancing the Stone spin-off of sorts, or retelling, or whatever, reimagining, who knows. I absolutely love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies, and anytime there's a book that has Romancing the Stone vibes, I need to read it. So this is going on the TBR. Again, it comes out February 13th. I think it'll be like just a cute, fun book to be adding to the TBR amongst some larger fantasy romances that I have. So I hope I counted right. I hope there's 8 here, but here are the 8 books on my February TBR. Let me know if you've read any of these or if you have a specific book you cannot wait to read in February. Let me know what that is, because as you know, I'm a mood reader. This could all change at the drop of a hat. Anyways, thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.